You know, as EMS providers, we're seeing more and more people that are heavier and obese. And as we start to think more about patient outcomes, it's important that we ensure that we get the best return of spontaneous circulation we can with folks in cardiac arrest. But with those heavier patients, it seems to be a little bit of a challenge. Wouldn't it be great if there was a product that assisted us in reducing surface area so we can have great return of spontaneous circulation? Well, that product does exist. I'm Chris Cebollero, and this is the Innovation Zone. You know, they say that almost 2/3 of the U.S. population is either overweight or obese. And think how problematic that could be when we need to do CPR. You know, they say it takes about 100 pounds of force to do effective CPR. But as the patient gets bigger and the surface area gets larger, it's a little bit more difficult to get those good chest compressions. Well, the latest innovation in CPR technology comes to us from Rapid Deployment Products, and it's the BariBoard. The BariBoard is really great to assist us in doing CPR on those larger patients. What's great about this product is it's very lightweight, it's very easy to store, it's impervious for decontamination, as well as it reduces the surface area that we need when we're doing CPR on those larger patients. So think about it. We're standing up, we have good hand placement, we're doing good compressions, but it seems that we're not getting the effective compression between the sternum and the spine. What the BariBoard does is it allows us to reduce that surface area. So if we look at the design of the BariBoard, we have two distinct planes that I want to go ahead and point out. One is the raised plane, which allows for the spine to sit in, which allows it to raise the spine, which will give us a better compression. Let's think about the practicality of the BariBoard. It could be on the stretcher before the patient gets on, or it's going to be very easy to get it underneath the patient so we could do good CPR. You know, today we're seeing a lot more mechanical CPR. But they can't be used on a lot of the larger patients. The BariBoard gives us the best opportunity to reduce the surface area, and hopefully we can get a return of spontaneous circulation in these larger patients. So how effective is the BariBoard? Well, you know, they say that the proof is in the pudding, and we have a couple MRIs that I want to show you. First one we're going to look at is a patient that's not on a BariBoard, and the second one we're going to look at an actual patient on the BariBoard, and I think what you're going to see is going to be very surprising. The first MRI image shows a patient laying flat on a CPR board. We can see the larger body mass surrounding the chest cavity as well as the diffuse surface area across the bottom of the image. And while the CPR provider may be able to provide the proper rate of compressions, it is difficult to assess if the depth and force are adequate enough to actually compress the heart due to this diffuse surface area. Now, in contrast, let's take a look at the same patient positioned on the BariBoard. We can see the raised area of the BariBoard creates a smaller surface area, elevating and supporting the chest cavity, focusing our efforts on the sternum to the spine area, right where we need it. By doing so, the CPR provider may be able to perform quality compressions, maintaining proper depth and force. The BariBoard is truly an innovative product when it comes to CPR technology. With our raised area and our based area, it's going to reduce the surface area and allow us to get great chest compressions and hopefully a return of spontaneous circulation. I'm Chris Cebollero, and thank you for joining us on the Innovation Zone.